Hi, welcome to RIBESE'S Musings, where reality meets authenticity. Hi, welcome back to RIBESE'S Musings, where reality meets authenticity. This is a space where we talk about life and talk about it honestly and authentically. My name is RIBESE and I am your host. If this is not your first time on this channel, I would like to say thank you so much for sticking around and supporting my work. However, if this is your first time, I would like to thank you also for checking us out, and also encourage you to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, let's engage, and as we continue to grow a community of transformed people together. So on this channel, we are all about amplifying conversations around slums, slum living, and the people of the slums. Yes, I said slums. I know you may be wondering why or what I said. I said slums because as a person who was born, bred, and raised in the slums, and having gone through all issues that people of the slums go through, I felt that this is a space that I would like to talk about because I somehow made it out of it. But I know there are so many people who are still trapped in that environment and they would really need a word of encouragement. And who better to encourage them than anyone who has already made it out and has seen the light and is able to encourage them. Also, on the same line, I'm very passionate about this topic to the extent that I wrote my book, Transformed by the Slum, just giving details or explanations about my experience growing up in the slums, how it transformed me, how it shaped me to be the person who I am today. Therefore, welcome. So this is a two-part series where I'm talking about dreams and how dreaming when you are coming from a slum or a disadvantaged environment is different than when you're dreaming from an environment that is already established. As I had alluded earlier, that I have written a book, Transformed by the Slum, and probably before I delve deeper into the discussion about dreams, in case you are wondering where you can get my book is available at Nuria Bookstore in Nairobi, but also you can actually reach me out directly for me to be able to send the book wherever you are within Kenya. Yes, without much further ado, let's continue with my discussion about dreams. In the last episode, we talked about dreams, why it is important to dream, and why sometimes when you are in these environments and you have a dream, why it doesn't let you go. And also we say that some of these dreams, they are not big dreams, they are dreams which look small, but they are really what you desire for your life, for your family, and even for your community. Today I would like to just continue with this conversation and probably just maybe start by telling us why it is harder to dream or to believe when you are coming from these communities. So the thing is this also is that why it is really hard for some of us or some of you in such situations to believe is you don't believe you deserve better. You know, it is like you are always kind of second grade, everything you do is like low class, you're considered low class. For instance, you're always reporting to senior people who of course are not coming from slums. So it's like you have been conditioned to believe that you don't deserve better, that your place is below, that you are to respond when others are calling. You are to stand attention when others are passing. You don't believe that you deserve better. You don't believe like you're able to eat a good meal. you don't believe you deserve, you really actually don't believe you deserve to eat a good meal, you don't believe you deserve to have a nice dress, you don't believe you deserve to walk in maybe sit in a nice car, and that is why sometimes you get, even maybe when you are in a situation and somebody wants to serve you, you're like, no, let me serve you. Or somebody is telling you, sit down, you believe, you're telling them, no, you sit, me, I can stand. It's because of the belief that you have been conditioned to believe that, no, my place is below, and let others go ahead. I can follow them. So it is really like a conditioning, because you have always been seeing others who are ahead of you, and that is one of the reasons why it is hard to really actually believe that your dream can come true, because you're like, yes, I know I want to drive a car, but I think so and so from that place maybe deserves it better. And the worst part is that you will get people unconsciously forfeiting opportunities that would actually have made their dreams come true, because of this belief that I don't deserve better, another person deserves better than myself. Yeah, so because this episode is more of a clarion call, I would like to challenge you, and even challenge myself, or just to maybe put it out there, that it does not stop at dreaming. It does not stop at having a dream, a big dream. What actualizes the dream is taking actions, taking steps of action. For instance, I'll just give a personal example. For me, when I started thinking about writing my book, it was first a dream, because when I realized, like, I survived all that. I was like, man, I need to do what? I need to encourage somebody. I need to write a book. It started as a dream. And then I took steps. I actually now thought, okay, yes, I need to write a book. But what do you do when you need to write something? You take maybe a laptop. If you have a laptop, you take a pen, a pencil, you start writing down. That is how dreams are actualized, when you take action. So yes, you may be having a dream. You're telling yourself, hey, I need to move out of this place, or I need to get a better job, or I need to maybe I need to improve my standards of living, whatever dream, because dreams are valid and they are also dependent on where we are at life. So how do you make your dream become a reality? How do you make your hope, your desire, what you have faith for become a reality? Is by acting. So the thing is this, for instance, you've been dreaming for a job. Why don't you apply for it? Especially if you have the qualifications. Why don't you send that application? Why don't you look for where those kinds of jobs are advertised and apply for them? That is the first step of making your dream a reality. For instance, you've been wishing to do a course. Maybe you're always seeing people doing computer, and you really wish to also be computer literate. Why don't you even start asking around the people who are doing computer training? How much are they charging? And then enroll. And the good thing about when you have such a dream, it's really not about money, because sometimes we hold ourselves back saying, when I get the money, I will go for that course. But if you go, and I've seen it many times, you go to the person who is offering that training, tell them, I really been really wanting to do this course, but I don't have enough money, or can you have a plan for me so that I start the course, even if I will pay it maybe in installments. So what I'm saying is that it's one thing to dream, it's another thing to act on your dream. And the truth, there is this saying that says, whatever your heart wants so badly, when you want something so badly, the whole entire universe, it conspires to give it to you. Whatever you want so badly in your heart. And as a Christian, I believe that when you have a desire in your heart, it's God who has put that desire in your heart. It's for you to act on it. It's for you to take steps of faith take steps of action, and then the things will fall in place. So when you're having a dream of maybe building a house, if you want to build a house, you have to do your research. If you're having a dream of maybe you want to, of course, we talked about starting a course. You want to move from maybe that environment to a better one. You go to those places that you think, hey, maybe I can live here. You go check how much are they charging? Can I afford? What can I do to be able to maybe achieve that? And another thing I also realized when you want to achieve your dream is when you give of yourself, you have a talent. You can reach out to a person and tell them, this is what I've been wanting, and I think I'm able to maybe support with this in exchange for this. People are out here willing to help. So my challenge is, when you are coming from a disadvantaged community and no one is coming to help you, you need to use your dream, you need to use your ambition, you need to use your faith that it starts working for you, so that the doors can start opening for you. When you take steps of faith towards something that you believe you want, you will be surprised. Really, you will be surprised. It's either you're getting a scholarship, or somebody just says, you just do it. When you get money, you will pay. So it's a challenge that it does not end at dreaming. It does not end at having that big dream. It actually starts from there. Then we take steps of action towards what we think we want to achieve. So as I conclude, this is a message to anyone who is dreaming from the slums or from a community that is disadvantaged. I would like to tell you this, that your dream is not your prison, or your dream is not impossible. Whatever you're dreaming, even if it looks how big, it's not impossible. 2, your environment is not your prison. You are not cut out to be there forever. It is not your prison. And then your life or your future or your outcome is not determined by your surroundings. So don't say, I'm here and nothing can change. Mimi, the way we always kind of personalize. Sisi huku kwetu sijui kama sisi huku kwetu sijui kama tutawaitoka. To mean, I don't think I can ever come out of this place. I am condemned to it. So if anything, I would just like to encourage you that whatever you're going through, whatever your experience is, it is preparing you, it is strengthening you, and it's also empowering you to be able to face whatever you're looking at with courage, knowing that you will be able to make it out. Yeah. So therefore, this episode was just a reminder to remind you that your dreams matter, where you come from matter, and your start does not have to determine your finish. Just keep at it, keep implementing what you have spoken about, and just keep believing that you have a great finish despite your current environment. Yeah, so this is the end of this episode, but probably I would like to hear from you. What was your first dream when you were growing up? What was your first dream that you told yourself that right now, when you look back, you actually are thankful that you actually allowed yourself to dream and act? What was your first dream? Please put your comments down on the comment section. I would love to hear your stories. I would like to hear your reviews on this episode. And I would just like to, let us keep engaging. Let us keep engaging on these matters. What was your first dream? Yeah, that is it. It's a wrap for me for this episode. Until next time. Okay, and before I finish, let me also remind you, please remember to subscribe if you haven't, because that is the only way we are able to build this space and be able to reach out to as many people who need this encouragement. Until next time, bye bye.